Follow me on Twitter, guys. I'm DeQwan Young, and today we present the best player on all 30 NBA teams. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, and join us in the comment section below and let us know who do you think is the best player on your favorite NBA team. And they say there's no I in team, but in the NBA, that can sometimes be nonsense. If there's one sports league where teams can often be made up of one man, it's the NBA. But of course, there are some squads that play and work as a team, and on those teams, one player doesn't always stand out from the rest. But still, all 30 teams have that one player they turn to most. The player who consistently leads the club both on the court and in jersey sales. The Atlanta Hawks, Dennis Schroeder. The German point guard took Atlanta to the playoffs in his first 4 seasons as a pro. He enjoyed a breakout year in 2017, averaging 17.9 points and 6.3 assists per game. The Boston Celtics, KYRIE Irving. Take a look at how bad Cleveland is in disarray, and then tell me Kyrie's not the best player in Boston. The Brooklyn Nets, D'Angelo Russell. The Nets figure to be the NBA's worst team for a long time. At least 6'5" point guard D'Angelo Russell is a nice piece to lead the rebuild, but being the best on the Nets doesn't really say much. The Charlotte Hornets, Kemba Walker. One of the few bright spots on a frustrating Hornets team. Walker is a magician with the ball. He gets better and better every year, averaging over 20 points per game in both 2016 and 2017. He's a sniper from downtown too. The Chicago Bulls, Zach LaVine. The Bulls traded Jimmy Butler for Zach LaVine in the offseason, and they're also going through a rebuilding phase. The Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron James, only a top 5 player in NBA history. The Dallas Mavericks, Harrison Barnes. Sorry, Dirk, but it's now Harrison Barnes' team. The 2015 NBA champion finally found his full potential in Big D, and that's going to continue as he overtakes Dirk as the face of Mark Cuban's franchise. The Denver Nuggets, Paul Millsap. Signed by the Nuggets in the 2017 offseason, Millsap automatically becomes their best player. Few power forwards score and grab rebounds like Millsap does. He's going to flourish in the Mile High City. The Detroit Pistons, Andre Drummond. Yeah, we like Blake Griffin too, but the only standout on an otherwise miserable Pistons team is Andre Drummond. Drummond is one of the NBA's premier centers from 2014 to 2017. He ranked in the top 2 for rebounds per game. He's simply a beast at the rim. The Golden State Warriors, Kevin Durant. KD gets the slight nod here. Durant has been the closest competition to LeBron James as the top player of his decade. He completely dominated the 2017 NBA Finals and has made his case as the new face of the NBA. The Houston Rockets, James Harden. It's a toss-up between him and Chris Paul, but Harden's ridiculous 2017 season gives him the edge. He nearly took home the league MVP after single-handedly leading the Rockets to 55 wins. Harden is a one-man wrecking crew. He's got a decent beard too. Indiana Pacers, Victor Oladipo. It's Victor Oladipo's team now. The former Thunder player has seen quite the improvement this year, and that's why he's a lock to be this year's most improved player. He's given the lowly Pacers something to cheer about in the post-George era too. The Los Angeles Clippers, Lou Williams. Lou Will has been remarkable replacing former franchise star Chris Paul. He also has 4 girlfriends, and that's a win in my book any day. The Los Angeles Lakers, Lonzo Ball. After a very slow start where critics and Twitter called Lonzo a draft bust, he's now considered a future star in the NBA after his recent play. I guess LeVar Ball was right. Never lost. The Memphis Grizzlies, Mike Conley. Although he's injured, he's one of the top point guards in the game. What else do you want to know? Conley is a supreme shooter all over the court and one of the best setup men too. He's as consistent as it gets. Don't get conned into thinking Mike Conley isn't the face of the Grizzlies. The Miami Heat, Dwayne Wade. Wade County is back and has the Miami Heat surging. You can give it to Whiteside or Dragic if you want, but we gotta keep it real and give it to the Flash this time. The Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The hardest name in the universe to pronounce, but the easiest choice. The Greek Freak has NBA prognosticators raving. Did you see him in 2017 as a one-man wrecking crew? He could be the NBA's best player by 2020. No joke. The Minnesota Timberwolves, Jimmy Butler. One of the best two-way players in the game. Jimmy Butler is leading this young franchise into the future and beyond. With a couple of more pieces put around him in the coming years, look for them to challenge the Warriors, Rockets, and Spurs for the Western Conference crown. The New Orleans Pelicans, Anthony Davis. Scoring, scoring, and more scoring. Anthony Davis is arguably a top 10 player in the NBA, and it's only gonna get better. You gotta love the guy, the face that runs the place in New Orleans. The New York Knicks, Kristaps Porzingis. A workhorse around the rim, Porzingis gets it done as a scorer and as a rebounder. The Oklahoma City Thunder, Russell Westbrook. With all those triple doubles, he's a top 5 player in the NBA. And since LeBron James and KD aren't on the Thunder, Westbrook is easily the best player in Oklahoma City. The Orlando Magic, Evan Fournier. The Frenchman is slowly developing as one of the best all-around shooters in the NBA. Fournier leads the Magic during this tough rebuilding phase and is undoubtedly the player they'll look to build around for the long run. The Philadelphia 76ers, Joel Embiid. Embiid is taking over as one of the NBA's supreme young scorers. With Markelle Fultz and Ben Simmons around, Embiid's potential is limitless. Trust the process. The Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker. Devin Booker is one of the top young talents in the NBA. It's just too bad nobody watches the Suns. The Portland Trail Blazers, Damian Lillard. Want to explain why it should be somebody else? No? Good. Okay, moving on. The Sacramento Kings, Zach Randolph. The Kings are terrible. And young, but terrible. The San Antonio Spurs, Kawhi Leonard. Though he's been injured this entire season, he's still the best defensive player in the NBA. He's the most productive player on a model organization. The 2014 NBA Finals MVP is a top 5 player in the NBA. The Toronto Raptors, Kyle Lowry. Lowry came out of nowhere to suddenly lead the Toronto Raptors to greatness. He took them to the playoffs every year from 2014 to 2017. He and DeMar DeRozan have formed an elite scoring duo, but Lowry is the leader of the offense. The Utah Jazz, Rudy Gobert. After losing Gordon Hayward, the Jazz are leaning heavily on Rudy Gobert as their top player. They play in a tough division and even tougher conference, so yeah. The Washington Wizards, John Wall. Wall has become the top franchise player in Washington. His stats get better every year, and he's turned the Wizards into one of the few strong teams in the Eastern Conference. 23.1 points per game in 2017. Watch Wall build on that. This is DeQwan Young signing off. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.